Today we're going to talk about a new software tool that I made to work with Mentor Graphics Xpedition. The purpose of this tool is to short vias from one net to another. Here's an example of how it would be used. I've got these two power supplies on this board. They're a BGA type power supply with dual voltage outputs. You can see two of them here in the video. They both have their input pins on the right side, this area right over here, and then they've got the two output voltages over here on the left side. In the middle there are all these ground pins, and you can see that I put vias on these pins and they go down through the board, through all the layers. So the thing is here that the way these power supplies work, they create a whole bunch of ground currents right around them. So we want to put an isolated ground plane on the top layer of the board that's not connected to the rest of the ground on the board, except with these vias right in the middle. And the reason for that is that we don't want any of the currents that happen around this part to get mixed in with the rest of the ground currents. So we've made a separate net for those, for that ground. Each one of these has its own separate individual ground net. And what we really want to do is just short them to the rest of the ground right here with these vias. Same on this one, just those ones right there in the middle. And then keep all the rest separate. Well, to do this in Mentor Graphics the normal way, what you have to do is to select a via, right-click it, and do the pad stack properties. So you get this dialog box. And in here, at the bottom, there's this shorted net settings part. So the way this works is that you select the layers. And so you have to go down and then click this little scroll thing every time. So you select the layers that you want, and then you hit this edit button. You select the net you want. In this case, I want regular ground. Push that over, and you say OK, and then you press the apply button here. The problem is that when you do this, you have to do it one via at a time. You can't select a whole bunch of them and do them all at once. So one via at a time, and I've got a whole bunch of vias here. I've got a bunch on this part, a bunch on this part, and I've got 3 more of these things on this board that I want to do the same thing with. So that'd be really, really slow. So yesterday I made this little software tool, which I call short vias. So the way it works, you just select the layers you want to short on. 11, not 12, 13, and 15. You select the net you want with the little drop down here. I already had it set to that. And then you select the vias all at once, and you push this button. It does its thing. Now, okay, now it's done, and now all those vias are shorted to the ground net right there. You can see the other ones over here are not. If I grab some of them and do it again, you could see it happen. So there it goes. So now all of those vias are shorted to the ground plane on all those layers that I selected, all the way down through the board. So that's it. It's pretty fast, pretty easy. You can do a whole bunch at once. If you change your mind and you want to put them back to just their default state, you just select the vias again and hit this remove shorts from selected vias button. And it goes through all the layers, finds the ones that are shorted, and puts them back to normal. So that's it. Neat little tool, saves a lot of time, saves a lot of effort.